I'm your co-ghost Anthony,
And I'm your co-ghost Kaylee.
and this is Two Ghosts Review, The Addams Family. Alright, welcome back. Today we're doing our Halloween special. So we're going back and we're gonna be reviewing The Addams Family. The 1991 one, that's live action, not the animated one.
There's not an animated one from 1991. No one would get that confused.
No, I'm just being specific.
I can't say OG. The best Addams Family.
The best Addams Family.
Hands down.
The best Addams Family movie?
No, ever. This beats the show. I mean, I could say, personally, I would say it beats comics, but how could you beat your source material? It beats the animated movies. Anything beats the animated movies. It beats Wednesday. It beats everything. This is it.
It definitely beats Wednesday. in my book. But all right, well, let's jump into it. Opening credits, Christmas song.
Yeah, so I love that it opens with a Christmas song because it just doesn't fit the juxtaposition of, I mean, they've got carolers, which, first of all, do they not know better?
Maybe they haven't. Maybe they're new to town.
All of the carolers are new.
Maybe some know, but like, you know, the new ones are all like, oh, but we gotta spread Christmas cheer. Come on, they can't be that bad.
Well, that's how you die. Presumably, they died. I mean, they poured liquid tar off the roof onto them, and it had quite the splatter radius.
It did. I don't know. I don't know what happens when, what's the survivability of getting
molten tar?
Molten
Probably
tar.
pretty low.
Oh.
Pour it onto your head.
Yeah. Do they have hats on? Did they have any protection whatsoever?
Well, it all melted probably onto their skin, you know. Anyway, that's the opening.
Which I like that. I mean, you pointed it out once before, which I never noticed, but it was like still all over the front.
It's all it's tar. It's all
house.
over the front of the house. It's on the steps. It's just sprayed everywhere.
Yeah.
Which this house, I have to say, everyone probably, like, even people that have watched it, they think of the house like, oh, it's all black. And the house is white, gray. It's just like decrepit.
I did get a lot of vibes of the Maitland house. Like
Beetlejuice?
For certain shots. Like shots like just showing the house.
Of what? Of the exterior?
The exterior of the house, yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe because it's like, I mean, the shot...
A lone white house?
Yeah, it's like a lone white house with like one little dead tree next to it is what the Addams Family house is like. And like, I get why they like it. It's like it looks like everything's dead around the house or whatever. Yeah. You know, like there's nothing there. But the Maitland house was also kind of... I don't think they're trying to make it look like stuff's dead around it, but it's like it's just kind of by itself.
Yeah.
Up there, you know.
It's a lone house on a hill.
Yeah. But I don't know. Also, kind of, I'd have to see them like side by side, but like even like a little bit of like the design, not Delia's design, but like the original design.
You're reaching a little bit there.
Of that and the Addams Family house. Like there was like like some kind of like tower or something like thing. I don't know. I'd have to see them by side. But so what we get? We kind of get to see all the family members, kind of.
Thing leads you through the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, that's an incredible effect for
Yeah.
91.
For 91.
I love Thing. And it took a lot of work. I mean, as you can imagine, it took a ton of work, but it paid off.
It did. Yeah, they did a great job with that. I love Thing. Thing is great.
You love Thing.
Thing is great. But what we get? Well, yeah, the most interesting one to me, or fun one, is Wednesday. Seeing Wednesday and Pugsley, and Wednesday's got Pugsley all tied up with an apple in his mouth.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't be a baby."
Yeah. She's got the best lines.
Yeah.
It's like, even as children, I forget the name of the guy who played Pugsley. But I mean, Christina Ricci was already a little established at that point. But it's like they already knew this kid wasn't gonna do anything, and she got the lines. Like, she
did.
Wrote Wednesday and Pugsley for Wednesday.
Well, I don't know, because I didn't really watch much of the show or anything, but I feel like Wednesday is just the more interesting character anyway.
Yeah.
Like, the more interesting, like, attitude.
I think she's the most interesting family member.
Well, yeah. But Pugsley is kind of like I think he did a good job. Like, I like Pugsley. I like this him. Pugsley or whatever, but he's just he's not the, like, supposed to be like deadpan whatever.
No.
Like Wednesday's attitude is what makes the character. But what are your what's like your top 3 family members?
My top 3 Addams Family members?
Yeah, top 3. Yeah, Addams Family members in this iteration,
movie?
Yeah, of them.
I love Wednesday is top of the line. I like, this is hard. This is mean almost. In this movie?
Yeah. Let's just say just this movie.
Okay, well, in this movie, then I'd have to say Wednesday, and then Gomez, and then Morticia.
Okay.
I put Morticia in there over Fester, who is, like, close in line with them, because he's not Fester for this movie, really.
Yeah.
He's posing.
But
I like how Morticia, like, she doesn't know Fester, really. So she's not sure if it's him or not.
Yeah.
Either.
She's a little sus.
She's suspicious, but, like, she doesn't say anything, and just the way she is, like, kind of investigating on the side, like, super calmly,
Yeah.
Not accusing, not even, just observing. She's very smart, Morticia is.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I'd go Wednesday, Gomez, and then Fester, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. He isn't, like, totally Fester the whole movie, but he's acting as Fester, and you can see, like, he starts to get into it.
Well,
and
he starts to revert back, because he is Fester.
Yeah, that's when it, like
my favorite scene is he's listening in to Gomez and Morticia talking to, call her Dr. Pinderschloss, and Pugsley and Wednesday are practicing for the talent show.
Yeah.
And he can't stand idly by and watch that butchered murder. He has to run down.
Yes.
Tell him how to do it.
I love it.
He can't help it. It's an outrage.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Christopher Lloyd was such a great choice.
Well,
everyone is so fantastically cast.
It was a surprising choice to me.
Really?
Like, like it works so well, but I would have never thought to put him in that role.
So
Kinda,
you think of Christopher Lloyd first off as Doc, right?
yes.
I think of him as Judge Doom. If I'm not thinking of him
Yeah.
as Fester, I'm thinking of him as Judge Doom.
Well, like physically,
Oh, it's completely different.
yeah, like he looks
nothing like
nothing
that.
like he's skinny. He's a
Yeah.
skinny dude. But
Yeah, Judge Doom to Fester? That's
yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, I would have never thought to put him in that role, but it works really well. And there are certain shots of him where you can really see that it's Christopher Lloyd. I don't know, like maybe the makeup or something they did a little different on that take or something, or that day or whatever of filming. I don't know.
I think it's just certain expressions, like when he gets excited.
Well, just the one that I've got in my mind is, I don't know like the exact what was happening, but like it was a shot of him just like staring blankly off, and it was like on him for a bit. And then Gomez comes up next to him and starts talking to him or something.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, like that shot where it was like just on the front of his face. That's when
he first comes in the house and Dr. Pindersloss is explaining how he was in the hurricane and he's standing in front of the fireplace. The smoke is rolling up. The smoke is rolling up his back.
No, it was later. Yeah, I think he was in front of the stairs or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I mean that's where he looked really like Doc Brown to me.
Okay, interesting. Moving on.
So I mean, yeah, at the beginning here, they're just kind of getting to know the family. There's not really too much going on, I don't think, really. I mean,
the kids go off to school, and Lurch is sending the kids off for school, and Gomez and Morticia are just being Gomez and Morticia.
Aww.
Which, that's just like, the joke of it is everyone, all the normal people, they like hate each other. But this family loves each other so much. The whole family. And like they're weirdos. Like,
yeah. I guess.
Like Gomez and Morticia are so in love, and that's like not the norm. I wish they made that
a bigger, I don't know, like that would have been a good, like if they highlighted that a little more or something with like other families or something.
I guess, they play off of it in that stupid animated movie.
Oh, really?
Where Wednesday like converts the popular girl and her mom like freaks out, but like Wednesday doesn't like want to do it. I don't know. That animated movie is stupid, but
I haven't seen the animated one.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Well, I like the part where he's hitting golf balls.
Sorry about the window, Judge.
The judge's house. Get some.
He's aiming.
Happy Gilmore vibes.
Yeah. Like, he is literally just hitting golf balls at the judge's house. There's really not a way around it.
Yeah, he's
doing that on
directly
purpose.
Aiming.
Yeah. And it happened before. Several times before.
Well, later on, I mean...
His judge has a golf ball basket.
Yeah.
Full. Yeah.
The golf balls are, like, so dirty. like
gross. Well, they came out of that house.
Oh... I got this huge mansion and it's all gross. Okay, so we get Tully showing up.
Tully Alford.
Yes.
Yeah, he is the lawyer, which they need a good lawyer, and he is not a good lawyer. So they're in debt, and his wife tells him that he needs to ask for a loan, which he's already got a loan from a loan shark.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not going to ask for a loan. I'm not a bum. But he already has. So, like, whatever. And the thing about it is, Gomez would have done it.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff online about how, like, for like the second one, Debbie could have just come out and been exactly what she was the whole time, and the family would have been like, okay, like you can be as messed up as you are, and that's literally the point.
That is true. Yeah.
Like Gomez would have given him a loan.
Yeah.
And it would have even probably been a loan. Gomez would have been like, oh yeah, you want some extra?
You want some? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see how much he has?
Yeah.
My goodness. It's like hallways of just treasure. Jeez. But yeah, I like Tully getting stuck in Gate.
Oh, he's romping with Gate.
Romping with Gate. Oh, they're playing.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it tears up his coat, and then the bear tears up his pants, the rug. He's just walking into this house. Everything he owns is getting ruined. He's already hanging on by a thread.
That's why he needs the money.
Yeah. And then what? His wife is there to get some items for the charity auction. For widows and orphans. We need more of them.
We need more of them, yes. There's not enough.
No. Gotta find the finger trap.
Yeah.
You gotta dig around and Uncle Knick-Knack's summer wardrobe. Uncle Knick-Knack's winter wardrobe. Uncle Knick-Knack.
Oh, yeah. This, I think it's why it works. I like things that, like nowadays, like media, that it like makes sense or like connects well or just makes sense in a way.
You like continuity?
Continuity, yeah. But some of these like older movies, they're completely fine because they don't make sense.
Are you saying it doesn't make sense to have Uncle Knick-Knack?
No, I'm talking about like electrocuting Pugsley or something like.
That's just the family, man.
I know, but
she also shot an apple out of his mouth, and
exactly
he was fine.
Like that. like it makes no sense, but it's funny and like it goes with the movie because like if you're comparing like deaths or whatever, like their family members died from things. Like you see that like in the graves and stuff. It's like yet they're like electrocuting Pugsley or getting motivated by Morticia to like, oh yeah, go kill your brother or something.
Is that for your brother?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's like it's funny, but it doesn't make sense, but like I don't care because that's
and like I know we're not talking about the second one, but in the second one they do not want them to play with the baby like that. They're like, no, the baby cannot take it.
Why not? Everybody else can.
What are you guys doing? Playing. About to cut the baby's head off with the guillotine. Like Pugsley can handle it.
So Pugsley can.
The baby?
Yeah.
No. That's why. Why do you think they had Pugsley?
Right.
Yeah, so okay. Anyway, back on topic here. So Tully, he just now notices this picture of Fester, which, casually has a lit candle that blows out. A really creepy picture.
I actually didn't. Well, that had the little was that that picture had the little plaque that said Fester?
Yeah,
okay.
Fester Addams, 1942 to question mark, and he was like, got it.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do today.
I'm gonna act as the long lost brother here. Which, what?
He's not. No, he just wanted to like.
Well, not Tully.
He wanted to steal money into a bank account. Basically, he wanted, instead of just asking for a loan, he wanted Gomez to basically set up a bank account and give it to him.
Yeah.
For quote-unquote tax purposes.
Which Gomez was like, Of course! Yes! Of course! I'll jump right on that.
But not yet.
You're a very smart man.
Yeah.
But next quarter.
Not yet.
That's new business is next quarter.
I liked the part where he's flipping through the calendar, like,
Yeah.
super fast. Like, what is that? That doesn't make sense, but I love
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't make sense, but it's fun. Like,
It's just part of it. I don't know how. They never do anything else like that in the rest of the movie, but that works.
they're kooky, man.
Yeah, so he's like, yeah, I'll do it, but not right now. And for some reason, Tully is creeping on him to see what book he pulls to go get the money, and it's very clearly a specific book, and he goes out and opens the way wrong one.
Yeah. Greed.
Greed. And yeah, so he gets the money for the account, and he leaves with like a 100-pound gold doubloon filled suitcase.
But he's having trouble carrying.
Yeah.
Which I think you'd be alright carrying that. But,
Yeah.
okay.
And we've got yeah, he's being waited on by not Mrs. Bradbury, that's the name of his receptionist. It is
Mother.
oh no. I'm ashamed of myself. I have to Google it.
I couldn't remember it. Abigail. Is it Abigail?
No.
I thought I saw a subtitle while we were watching that said that.
No. Okay. Abigail Craven.
Ha!
Mrs. Craven. I was trying to remember the line. So it's, yeah, Mrs. Craven. Yeah, his loan shark is waiting for him in his office with her son. We'll call him that.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's Fester with like weird curly hair, and I hate it so much. And he pins him against the wall and spins him by his throat.
Which is ridiculous.
But it works. And yeah, finds out about the Addams account because the suitcase gets thrown on the floor and all the gold falls out. And they hatch a plan because Gordon
Yes.
looks like Fester because he is. Spoiler.
Huh, I wonder what.
And they hatch a plan that he's gonna be Fester and show up as a long lost brother and get all the money. So they go back to the Addams house for the seance, and he has not told this to his wife. She has no idea, I'd have to presume, about the entire situation, that he even took a loan out anyway and that someone's after him.
Oh, yeah.
Because she doesn't know what's going on and actually speaks like against it. Like, this is ridiculous. There's no way. And he's like, shut up.
I know. Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
His wife has no idea.
Yeah.
So they have the seance, and everyone's messing with each other. They're not taking it seriously. Pugsley is trying to scare Wednesday, and Grandma's trying to scare this poor Mrs. Alford, and
With Thing.
And, Thing, you're a handful. Okay, and I love how Tully's wife is so just disgusted by Wednesday the whole movie.
Yeah.
She's always like just gives her these looks like, I am so disturbed by you, you poor disturbing child.
What's wrong with her?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't get it either. She's perfectly fine.
She's got a good head on her shoulders, you know.
So, yeah, they do the seance and it works.
It works. Quotation.
After 25 years, Fester is home.
Yeah, he shows up. He knocks 3 times. I don't know how he heard.
I have to imagine that part of it was he's actually Fester. So the seance kind of worked.
Okay. Well.
I feel like if you're going to do a seance, though, you, like, really have to follow the rules, and all the horsing around wasn't helping, so I don't know, though.
Well, so he shows up, but not by himself.
No, he shows up with his handler.
His handler, his fake mother.
his fake mother that he thinks is his real mother because he thinks he's not Fester, and she's pretending to be a doctor.
Yeah.
With human services. Bringing him home to you!
Bringing him home to you.
With her crazy accent. That the Addams family is like, yes, obviously. Of course you are the one.
They'll believe it, yeah.
I'm buying it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I'm assuming so is this his real story that she's like actually how she found him? Okay.
Yes. I mean, yeah, because he gets struck by lightning in the book at the end.
Yeah.
When they're all flying around.
The hurricane book.
Yeah. So he gets struck by lightning and he remembers, that he did lose his memory going through the Bermuda Triangle, etc., etc. Yes.
Huh. So yeah, so it's a lot subconscious, actually.
I mean, I think it's just convenient.
Well, like with the Bermuda Triangle, at least, like.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't know anything about that. She only knows that she found him after a hurricane, all cut up in fish's net or whatever, or something like that. He's the one that says Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he is Fester. For a while when I was a kid, I had like a crisis. Like, is it even really Fester? Does he just like think that he's Fester at the end?
Yeah.
But it is. He is Fester. Because, well, wait, you know, like, wait, does this movie have more psychologically to it than I was prepared to handle?
It goes deeper.
No, this is a comedy.
Oh.
Yeah, so what? Fester, again, this is what I love. This Morticia goes to help Fester unpack, and he's got in his bag a whole bunch of stuff to try and break into the vault.
But it just looks like a normal suitcase of stuff.
And so he's like
to them
freaking out, like snatching stuff out of her hands. And she's like, crowbar? Obviously. Who wouldn't pack a crowbar?
What? Cyanide?
Fester, if we would run out. And he's like disturbed.
It's like salt.
Yeah. As if we would run out.
Again.
Dynamite?
Again, why would we be using cyanide?
Just casually. Casually using some cyanide. Yeah, so he's all unpacked and he senses that someone's watching him, so he goes and Wednesday is just standing there. She raises that little eyebrow. So good. And
then she's gone.
And he's scared. Yeah, he lays down in bed and it collapses basically.
Yeah, and then Thing starts messing with him.
Thing comes in.
Which, yeah, I mean, yeah, so he's screaming and then like, oh, he's home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like in the morning that Thing is just sleeping on his belly.
Yeah. The Thing is like a dog.
Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah.
After messing with Fester all night.
Tickling Fester all night.
Yeah, messing with him, crawling all around. Oh. But yeah, like first thing in the morning, Gomez is like, okay, let's go straight to the vault.
Well, no, he goes into his room and wakes him up and like flips him. And is like
yeah, but like
attacking him, and then
after he's gotten around, had some breakfast and whatnot.
Yeah, he's like, no, you're not gonna wander through the house. We're going straight to the vault. And Fester's like, okay,
perfect,
exactly what I wanted. I thought this was I was gonna try and sneak into it, but take me there. And they go down like a slide.
That's weird to me. I mean the song choice. The song choice is weird to me. I always am like, what the heck am I watching here with them going down the slide?
They go down a slide and like on a boat.
I like that. I like the under
it's a canal.
The canal thing.
But
I like that.
What all these archways and like standing water under your house.
It's beautiful.
Where are we? What's going
Venice.
on? Venice? Venice, under the Addams Family house.
Yes. It's romantic.
I don't understand. Yeah, so he's serenading Fester as they go to the vault. And, he's trying to, I don't know, just have fun with his brother. And he's like, oh yeah, the combination. And Fester's like, I have no idea. It's
5.
No! 2, 10, 11. Eyes, fingers, toes.
Come on, Fester.
Yeah. Fester he has no idea because, he's not quite himself and he gets everything wrong, but Gomez is like, oh, it's just been a long time.
Yeah.
Why don't you go get some brandy? And he just opens the right bottle and is in the catacombs of treasure.
That's quite the trigger to turn that thing around.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You just take the cork off of a bottle and somehow...
Yeah, well, you just pull a book off the shelf and you...
Well, that makes more sense because you can make it like a lever kind of thing behind the book.
No,
but
it's kind of like, the busts.
A clear bottle and there's a cork.
Okay, I don't know. It's a comedy from 1993. It's okay that, Wednesday kills Pugsley every 20 minutes.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
It's not okay that we take a cork off a bottle to open a secret room.
It's not okay. No.
We have catacombs under the house, but you're hung up on the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But whatever.
I love their home videos.
Yeah, those are good.
Like blowing people out of the lake with dynamite.
They look like so different. Fester and Gomez.
As kids?
Yeah. Well, Fester's bald the entire time, like, even as a child.
Oh, Oh, you mean different from each other?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about different from adults.
No, like they just like look different from each other. Like they don't look like siblings. But yeah, I like that. They got like shark fins attached to their backs.
They're gonna go out there and swim and blow people out of the water.
Yeah. And whoever's filming this old thing is
no I don't know what's my word here. No contest.
Well, yeah, well, like whoever's filming it is comically like zooming in on dynamite.
Yeah. Oh. So we see the debutante ball where Flora and Fauna were wooed by Gomez, even though Fester had a thing for them, and Gomez is like, oh, you could have had any woman you wanted, and he's giving these girls wet willies, like, not being suave at all.
I don't know what you're talking about. That is suave.
You like wet willies? That would woo you?
I mean, no, that's what I do to woo.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, and Fester has no idea that this is what the big fight is about, that he left over, because he doesn't remember, so Gomez is, like, apologizing, and Fester's like,
Yeah.
Gomez...
what happens in between.
Gomez is messing with Fester, and Fester forgives him for the fight he doesn't remember, and then Gomez puts him in a headlock and almost chokes him out.
Yeah.
And then Fester's like, you're a psychopath! And he's like, you forgot the secret password?
Forgot a lot of things.
Yeah, forgot about my cigar, forgot about the...
Your first cigar.
What?
No.
Yeah, so he's suspicious now.
Yeah. And then, upstairs.
Meanwhile, we're getting ready for the charity auction.
Get ready for the charity auction. This is where, Wednesday is putting Pugsley in a electric chair.
Yeah, everybody should have one in their playroom.
Yeah, just some light play before going to the auction.
I'm going to kill you, and then you're going to come back and tell me if there's an afterlife. That's what they're playing. Like, I'm gonna kill you and then I'm gonna resuscitate you and you tell me what you saw.
But don't mess with the baby, okay?
Don't mess with the baby.
Don't mess with the baby.
And then, yeah, Morticia's like, what are you doing? We're gonna be late. And they're like, Pugsley says, please.
What, please?
He wants to. How could she say no? So Wednesday's allowed to electrocute him, and the way her little eyes light up.
I think that was just the electric chair.
I don't know. She had one of those freaky little smiles.
Yeah.
She's scaring me. Sorry, we're not talking about the second one.
Well, they go to this auction. Or really, no, yeah, they all go.
Yeah. Gomez and Morticia should not have gone.
I think they wanted to go. I think this was like something for them to, you know.
This is their date night.
To get it on.
They were looking forward to bidding on their own stuff at the auction.
I mean, the way they got in a bidding war with each other, the way they reacted.
The finger trap is still stuck on this poor lady's hands. It's like her hair's all messed up because she couldn't get herself ready. But yeah, Gomez and Morticia are bidding against each other and getting wild in the middle of the auction hall.
Yeah. And
in front of the whole family in the town. They don't care.
Don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Don't care. They got their finger trap back too. those poor widows and orphans though. We're never gonna get more of them.
Well, they like overpaid. They bid $50,000 on their own finger trap.
Yeah, they can make so many more widows and orphans.
I don't think Morticia understood the money was going to aid widows and orphans.
Yeah. Just let her have this.
I think she had enough.
Well, they're heading back, and Fester gets the finger trap stuck on his fingers,
and everyone's like, "What?"
Yeah.
That is the last straw.
More important, yeah. Like, I think the more important one was that it's Gomez that it convinced.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody else was already kind of like a little suspicious of Fester, but Gomez was the one that was like ignoring a lot of things.
Wishing it all away.
Yeah. But yeah, this gets Gomez.
So he goes
his trains going.
Yeah, he goes and plays with his trains, which this is the one thing for me. There's a man in the train.
Yes.
Like, what's going on? There's a little man in there.
It's not that there's just this little man. It's that it looks like he's just chilling.
He's on a commute. He's reading the newspaper, and then Gomez's face is in the window, and he's like, ha 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 ha.
And he's just like...
got a cigar and a casino dealer hat on.
Yeah.
A visor.
We need to know about this man.
Is he praying?
No.
No?
I thought he was reading a paper.
No, Gomez. Why he's playing with the trains? He's like, give me a sign.
Oh.
He's like praying.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I want some more backstory on this little man. Where he came from. Is this like the Wall in Solar Opposites? Like, they put some spell on him, on a bunch of them, and put him in the train set or something.
So the whole family knows he's playing with his trains. That's not a good sign.
No.
And the whole house is shaking over these model trains. With a man inside. I don't know. I know that you're kidding, but they're not capable of shrinking people. Like,
I don't know. They got like spells or whatever, probably.
Yeah, and how good does that go? Every time that she does that.
And yeah, you're right. Maybe it's a messed up one.
I don't think that she could get that lucky.
Nah. I don't know. I just want to know.
I'm curious too.
I just want to know why he's so nonchalant.
Yeah, he's
The
just,
little he doesn't even know what's going on.
he
Like,
doesn't know who he is, why he's there. All he knows is he's reading his little paper.
does it look like do you think like it looks like a toy train inside the train?
No, it looked like a real train.
Like a real train. Weird. Anyway, moving on. So Fester is trying to break in to the vault while Gomez is playing with his trains.
Yeah, he pulls the wrong chain and goes through Pugsley's room while Morticia is reading bedtime stories.
Which this is like the most effective lock or step in getting to the vault, which I guess, we got to implement this on all kinds of locks because it's so effective. It's just a bunch of different chains to pull.
And then you go through pipes of God knows what through the house and out of a flap with someone's name on it.
Yeah, which is, is that trash or is it sewer or what?
This is the Addams house. It's all of the above.
All of the above. Corpses.
Victims. It's probably also like a game.
Probably, yeah.
I'm gonna pull the chain and go through the pipe and out the chute on the back of the house. I'm gonna knock you out and put you through it.
Oh.
And Morticia, once again, catches up to him, and she leads him through the graveyard and reminds him of the past Addamses.
Yes, the past Addamses.
As an Addams, you understand completely.
I mean, no, but yes.
I like the one, buried alive. One of them was buried
alive. Wasn't that the one? To me, it looked like an executioner or something. I was like, what?
Yeah, he had like a hood on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Well, like they're all like they look like how they died, and then that one was like,
yeah, I don't know,
an executioner, but
he's buried
alive. If there was a joke there, I didn't get it.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know, but I've seen this movie like a zillion times, so it just might never land because I was an infant, basically, the first time I watched it. So it was never gonna land. I'm just used to it. I didn't understand.
So the whole family is super suspicious of Fester now. So what, the fake mother,
Dr. Pinderschloss?
Pinderschloss, yeah, complicated names here. She comes to ease them and tell them that it's all displacement.
The theory of displacement. Are you familiar with this?
Which, I mean, that clears it up completely.
Love, hate, hate, love, like for mama, no? But I didn't hate my mother. It was an accident. I love all this stuff like that. All those lines.
There's really good lines in this movie. Yeah. Yeah.
At the beginning, Fester, good with animals and children. They never proved a thing. Like, what?
I think that's what kind of like defines the best characters. And this is their lines.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Wednesday,
they have good lines.
Gomez, they have great lines. Fester and Morticia have good lines, too.
See, this is back when movies were actually an art. They cast people that you weren't necessarily thinking of for certain roles.
Yeah.
They wrote a good story, an actual good plot. This is a funny movie with a pretty serious, like, we're gonna steal their money, like, plot going on. And, like, it makes sense. that certain plot points don't feel lost. Like, it all carries throughout. Someone actually cared about what they were doing when they made this movie. It wasn't just for money. And how many practical effects are used? Absolutely as many as possible. I mean, you can't really sever a hand and have it roll around, so you had to invent techniques to help you do it.
Yeah.
This is like back when movies were actually cared about when they were being made. Someone cared about this.
I will say it did feel a little similar to Casper, though. Just with the...
Why? Because someone's trying to steal a fortune and Christina Ricci is in it?
Yeah, that too. I forgot about her, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, the stealing a fortune from the house.
And Casper was a treasure.
Oh, okay. Sorry, treasure.
Buccaneers and buried gold, whips hath doth a treasure hold, okay?
Okay, well, did you see what their fortune is? It's like all treasure.
Oh, well, it's literally treasure. It's not baseball and a glove.
Yeah, but labeled treasure.
Sure. Okay. It's different. Casper is also a fantastic movie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Practical effects, though.
Did you see Lurch?
I'm talking about Casper.
Oh, I'm
Casper,
not. Yeah,
Casper. But yeah. Anyway, Addams Family did practical effects.
Yeah. This is before the therapy with Dr. Pinderslaus, but Morticia is asking her mother, please help Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
And she's looking through, okay, troubled husband, adultery, no. What'd she say? Money troubles, no. Turned into toad. Is there an index? Wednesday walks by with a little knife, a little dagger, and Morticia stops her. And, you think, oh, yeah, she's going to take it away, right? You forget for a second. And she says, is that for your brother? And Wednesday shakes her head, yeah. She says, I don't think so. And she takes it and gives her this big, I don't even know what, like a big...
It's a cleaver.
Big, like really long-handled cleaver. And
meat cleaver.
Sends her back on her way.
That dagger wasn't even that small, though.
No.
It was a pretty big knife.
Yeah, between that and, when Fester calls his quote-unquote mom to tell her, they think something's up, you need to come smooth things over. Pugsley has Wednesday tied to a chair and, comes to Fester to ask for his, opinion on, I don't know if it was a chemical or something,
Yeah.
And he's on the phone, use that one, yeah. And she's, gagged and bound at the kitchen table,
Which is, is this the only time that
yes,
Pugsley has the upper hand?
That's the only time she's at a disadvantage, and, part of me thinks she likes it. She did it on purpose.
Well, while Pinderslaus was talking about displacement, this is when Fester actually starts to...
Well, beyond that phone call, when he actually starts to turn back into himself.
A long stretch
of
him actually enjoying himself with the family, for real,
Yeah. No. Go for major artery. The jugular. Haven't you ever killed anyone before? He's just a child. No excuse.
I love it. No excuse. What? They were outside to... what were they messing with?
They used some dynamite or something. They were going through their book of scabs.
Oh, nitroglycerin?
Yeah.
Something?
He's talking about blowing up, sheds and garages.
Oh, yeah. The different size of things.
Yeah, so this will blow a hole this size. Yeah.
It's he's being a teacher.
Yeah.
For this go here.
He's taking them to the next level of destruction. And it comes so naturally. Probably because he is Uncle Fester.
Huh. Wow.
Funny how that works.
Like that. Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't have a crisis. Oh my gosh, why do I know all this violent stuff?
He was just so happy.
Yeah.
Oh. But what they? So they believe her.
Wholeheartedly, the whole family
Yeah.
now believes that this is Fester.
Yes, and but Fester. Well, they go to the play first.
The talent show, and everyone sings that silly little song. And Wednesday and Pugsley come out with their Shakespeare and their overpowered blood spray.
It's so funny. It
sprays like
so
6
powerful.
rows back.
Yeah. The entire time though, like it doesn't let up.
No, it's
like
the same
the
pressure.
Entire time. Yeah. Like I don't even know like
how is that?
Again, yeah, like it doesn't make any sense, but like what did they have in their costume to get that level? Like the stage is like there's like an inch or two of like blood across the stage.
Yeah.
By the end of it. It's like
realistically, we know yes they are hooked up to hoses spraying this, but it doesn't appear that way.
No, because they're like freely moving around. Like, yeah, but
and what Wednesday's teacher pulls Morticia aside because she's concerned because Morticia Wednesday brought her picture of her great Aunt Calpurnia in for her people she admires project, and everyone has picked these like regular people.
I like when she's like, "Did you talk to their parents?"
Oh yeah. She picked some politician. And have you spoken with her parents? We told Wednesday, college first.
College first.
They're great parents, but like, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Fester actually.
Well, he wasn't going to go to the talent show
because
he was supposed to be trying to get into the vault, and then he gets in trouble because his mom, quote unquote, was trying to get into the house, and the garden overtook her, and Lurch had to snip her out.
That's what you get.
Yeah, well, don't try and break into the Addams house.
Yeah. But man, yeah, that blood was. I love that part. That part's great. She like just cuts off his arm.
I like that it immediately precedes like the kindergarten presentation of singing a song about like, it's so good to meet you, everything is great, I love you. Shakespeare, but like blood. Everyone's all like blood. Dressed nice, all the parents.
Everybody's in the splash zone. The whole front, whatever.
It's like the family is sitting in the perfect row to not get sprayed.
Yeah.
But they're as close as they can be.
They're the only ones. They're like, Bravo!
Yeah, they stand up. It's great.
Yeah, I love that. That was good. But so even though Fester's enjoying himself, he's still what the fake mother wants him to leave.
Yeah, well, he's not supposed to stay permanently. He's just supposed to get in, get the money, and get out.
Yeah, but like, he hasn't even gotten the money.
No, he's getting comfortable, and she just thinks he's getting too comfortable. This was supposed to be fast. This was supposed to be, hey, I'm your brother Fester. This is my fortune. I'm taking it. Bye. And he's like getting in with everybody, having a good time. Yeah.
Which, I mean, you find out at this party or whatever, but, like, he could have taken it whenever he wanted to.
Yeah.
Technically, like, legally. Like,
yeah.
Because it's all his. Since he's the oldest.
Well, yeah. But anyway, so he's still adamant that he's got to go. He can't stay, so they want to throw him a good old party.
Yeah.
With everyone, all the freaks.
Freaks?
Yeah.
They're not freaks.
No.
They're good people.
With Cousin It.
Cousin It is good people.
Lumpy Addams and Flora and Fauna, etc., etc.
The way that Lumpy and Wednesday are dancing. Well, how Wednesday is dancing.
She's getting, like, thrashed.
Yeah. I like she's like going from like side to side, but like under his arms, but her arms are like straight up in the air. Like, I think that's funny.
Wednesday, the show, did a better dance.
I bet.
Which immediately got overdone and overblown and just
it's
drug through the trenches of the internet by everyone and their mother, which is really unfortunate. I don't get that, right? Tangent here, small tangent.
Go for it.
Why are you doing that to Wednesday? If Wednesday Addams was real, she would hate everyone who did that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the opposite of the point, but, like, also, that is the point. Are you serious? You completely missed the point, but the point is that you were going to miss it. You get it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's the point
it's funny.
of Wednesday. You guys are so stupid that you literally completed the rest of it. Like,
yeah.
you know how disgusted she would be with you? And then she'd be like, society. Like,
yeah. Oh.
That's like, I don't want people to hate it, but like, can you...
No, but they overblew it.
Can you understand? Like, yeah, just... I don't know. Anyway, you just try to be a little more apathetic about it, guys.
It is cringy, though, when
It's
people
really,
do it now.
It's really cringy because, like, the type of people that got into it are like, oh my gosh, I'm so not the type, but, you know? That's the kind of people that are doing it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be dark. Like,
my dark and twisted mind did this dance.
Like,
just a glimpse.
It's like the Enids of the world.
Into my warped world.
Decided to be like, oh my gosh, I'm a Wednesday Addams fan. I like Wednesday Addams. She's so dark and spooky and like, I just...
Oh.
Okay, back to this movie. Wednesday, sweet little baby Wednesday, gets sent off to go find Uncle Fester and catches him getting his head shaved by his mom.
Yes.
Discussing their evil plans, and she is boosh, out of here. Get that little brat. She is gone. Are you kidding me? Down the floor of her bedroom. Yeah. Probably out that chute.
She did go out the chute.
Yeah. She's just out of here. Okay. You're not going to beat her at that. Are you kidding me?
No. I mean, he could have erased her.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where it goes. Yeah, so Wednesday knows that Uncle Fester is legit a poser now.
Yeah.
They just all got in with him, got all cozy and comfortable, accepted him for real, and
did the mamushka.
Yeah, no, not yet. He's about to go down and dance his mamushka.
Oh.
She finds out before he even makes it down to the party.
Oh. Well, yeah. So she's out.
She's out. She's in the mausoleum taking a nap for whatever reason.
Yeah. She didn't go tell nobody. She just went and took a nap.
She was like actually upset though. So she's like, I need to be alone.
Alright, I guess that is Wednesday.
So yeah, he goes down. He dances his mamushka. He dances with the twins. Tully pawns his wife off on Cousin It, and she's scared and then in love by the end of the night. I want to know
what a hunk, man.
What did he say to her? With his little sparkly hat and his smart car.
I love his car. It's so good.
Like
three-wheel something.
Where does he live? I want to know more about Cousin It.
I want to know more about multiple characters here. Where's the little man come from? Where does Cousin It go?
Where, like, what shampoo does he use? What conditioner?
Shampoo.
Is there a man under there? What does he look like? Is he a person whose hair is just really long?
I think he's a Jawa.
A Jawa.
He's fuzzy. He's just.
He's
He's a Jawa that let his fuzziness grow.
He's an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we see that the hair growth.
From
Oompa
Charlie
Loompa.
and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Same thing.
It's an Oompa Loompa. Moving on.
But also, I like Flora and Fauna. Their ride is to the
sanitarium. They're admitted.
Yeah.
They've got a conjoined twin straight jacket.
Yeah. They got to put their straight jacket back on.
I'll call you when I'm alone.
How did they get to go to
I
this?
don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, Fester dances the mamushka and swallows swords and knives just casually because he's totally just a person off the street.
Yeah, no, it's Fester.
It's Uncle Fester here. That's how you can do that. Gordon, a random lady's son, wouldn't be able to just do that.
No.
He dances the mamushka. He dances with the twins. He has a great time. He's and a hey, all the way up to his room, kicking the doors and the walls, and then his mother smacks him. Because she's awful.
But then the rest of the family go to find Wednesday.
Yeah, because little Pugsley the entree wakes up and hasn't seen his sister since before the mamushka.
Where's the party?
Where's the party? Yeah. So, Pugsley with the good lines.
He has some good lines. Like, where's the party?
Where's the party? Yeah, the whole family.
Felt that.
The whole family goes out to search for Wednesday, and everyone's pitching in, even Thing. He's gonna go through the swamp. But then who's gonna search the unmarked abandoned well?
Good thing there's lily pads in the swamp.
Yeah. He hops from lily pad to lily pad. He's looking for Wednesday with his no eyes. Fester says he's going to stay back at the house in case she comes back. Someone should stay behind. And so the whole family goes outside the gate, apparently, to look for her. And Gomez finds her sleeping in the mausoleum. And he's like, oh, of course, should have known. Let me pick up the sleepy kid. And they come back and they are locked out. Or as Gomez says, I am restrained from my own house.
I can't believe Gate.
Gate was mad. Gate was upset. Gate was like crying.
Gate shouldn't have listened.
Gate was a victim.
Gate was a victim.
Gate was a victim in this.
Gate should have just opened up and been like...
He was chained shut.
Oh. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought he just had like the
caution tape.
Because they come back later and all that stuff is still on. I guess that just the chain was gone.
Yeah, the house was like chained up. Well, Tully had gone down to talk to the judge during the party. And that's how they did all this. That they looked, and Fester is technically, he's the older brother, so he should inherit the fortune. So they use this as the way to lock them out. And Fester won't even come down and talk to them, because at this point, he's not sure what he really wants.
Yeah.
But the Addams are out, and they're in the hotel.
Motel.
Was it Motel 8 or 6 or Motel 8? No such thing as Motel 6.
I don't think it was any of
Super
those.
8.
It was just a...
I don't know. It was a motel. And everyone has gotten their belongings. Thing has his wagon with all his single hand items, his one glove, his lotions, his books about some hand something, I don't know. Lurch has his dead tree,
which he's patting. He's patting the tree. Like, okay.
Yeah, Gomez is now severely depressed.
Yeah. I feel that, man. I mean, just look at his character. He's like super excited, then he's like super distraught, then he's super excited again.
Yeah, Gomez should be medicated.
And then and he's kicked out of his house. Like, when he's sitting there like watching TV or whatever,
getting
or
his
like
head massage,
or head massage like that. Like I feel that at that point in the movie for him. Like, I feel that
he's been through the ringer.
Yeah. Poor guy, man. So he's out of it. The kids are just making the best of it, making not lemonade.
They're advertising their lemonade stand with like arsenic and poison and stuff out on the counter, front and center.
They're being transparent with the ingredients.
Yeah. Well, Amanda Buckman doesn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
When she rolls by and barters, I'll buy a glass of your lemonade if you buy a box of Girl Scout cookies. That's not equal, by the way, and she knows that. And Wednesday asks if they're made out of real Girl Scouts, because Amanda wants to know if her lemonade is made of 100% all natural organic lemons or whatever, because she's like that.
She's like that.
She's like that.
She shops at Whole Foods.
Yeah, she's not even Whole Foods. She's like a Sprouts kind of girl. And Wednesday just wants to know if the Girl Scouts cookies are made out of real Girl Scouts, and Amanda doesn't like that, so she leaves.
Another great little.
Well, and she sighs. And Wednesday, like, she really wanted those cookies to be made out of Girl Scouts. And then that was just such a good play. They bring her into the second movie.
Yeah.
They just happened to go to the same summer camp, and that was just supposed to be like some random girl, I'm sure. And then they were like, get her back. We need to do more of that.
That is good.
But they also don't recognize each other. It is the same girl, though.
Oh.
It is, yeah. It's the same.
Well, yeah, I know it's the same girl, but they don't recognize each other.
Yeah, they don't outwardly, like, I saw you at a motel selling lemonade, and...
Well, I don't think Wednesday would care. Amanda would be the one that would say something.
Yeah, she was not immediately scared of her, so... Yeah, the grandma's out trying to kill cats and dogs to make dinner. Gomez is calling, trying to find out where the voodoo witch doctors meet. Morticia's out trying to get a job and somehow ends up in a daycare.
That's a bad idea.
Telling Hansel and Gretel from the witch's perspective, and all the children are crying.
That poor defenseless witch.
And he shoved the poor defenseless witch right into the oven, where she burned alive, writhing in agony. Now, children, how do you think that feels?
It's so funny when, like, scenes like that.
Well, she's in the bright, colorful playroom.
No, like, I mean, I really only can think of, like, movies around this time, but, like, where there's scenes of kids crying, but it's like they just told them to cry or something. Like, yeah. It's like it looks fake. Like,
well, they're kids.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm not bashing them because they're kids.
I mean, young kids.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just funny because it's like you can tell, like, they were like
zoom in on that one. That one does a good fake
they're
cry.
They're faking crying, yeah. And the other kids, like, around them are, like, looking around to, like
some of them they should have pulled off the set.
Yeah, like, they got the one good crier in the middle of all the distracted kids.
Yeah.
So they gotta zoom in. What?
And Thing got a job as a FedEx courier, and he's fantastic at it.
He's probably carrying the whole family.
How How does a disembodied hand get hired?
No, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because everybody would be freaking out that there's a hand
How did he
running
apply?
around.
Did he walk in and Morse code apply?
He probably wrote.
Yeah. Oh, he filled out a paper application, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's got a job except Gomez, who's having a crisis.
Yeah. He's not as lazy as before or something.
Yeah, well, that's what the lady at the agency asks Morticia. What is he, a hopeless dreamer? A shiftless layabout? No, not anymore.
Yeah. What? Morticia?
Yeah, Morticia says enough is enough.
Yeah.
And goes to the house to try and talk to Fester, which she knows she's not supposed to. But she walks all the way there in her little dress. I always thought, that always just strikes me. I'm like, imagine walking that far in that dress. Your legs you can't walk a full step. Your legs are together at the knees.
I think she's got a little glide, like she just hovers.
You think she just hovers? Well, anyway,
I think she has that ability.
all the way back to the house and demands to speak to Fester. And how does that go for her?
Not good. Not good. She gets tortured.
But she likes it.
She does like it.
Oh, you've done this before. What? On the stretching rack.
Yes, but this is where thing starts to have some communication issues because he's
anxious. He follows Morticia and
he
runs back to report she's being tortured, and Gomez is like,
he's in panic mode.
Stop, it's terrible when you stutter. He's doing Morse code with a spoon. Gomez is eating his what is that? Trix cereal.
Morticia, stop.
Morticia, in danger, send help. Stop! Yeah, and then he's like the hand equivalent of panting.
Yeah,
after that,
he's done, man.
He collapses.
He's like Pugsley, all tuckered out.
Yeah. So then Gomez gets up to the house, and they start having a moment while she's being tortured.
They can't help themselves.
I like the music starts playing, and then they get yelled at and it
cut
stops.
off. Yeah.
So they what's her name? You said it earlier. I can never remember her real name.
Abigail.
Yeah. She tells Gomez, take Fester down to the vault, get the money. I'm done with all this stupid stuff. If you're not back in whatever amount of time, she's gonna get it.
Yeah.
And yells at Fester and tells him he's always being such a big baby and a problem and a thorn in her side, and she's sick of dealing with him. And so he turns.
Yes.
And that's what he picks up the book on. I think it was like Katrina or something. I don't know that it could be Katrina though. I feel like it said Katrina.
I don't know.
I don't know. They go for the book, and Gomez is gonna pick the real one, but Fester says, "Oh, not so fast," and pulls out a different book because it's not just literature.
You're right. It's not.
The whole room erupts in Wizard of Oz type swirling tornado storm.
It's a hurricane, bruh.
Yeah. Where Fester gets struck by lightning, and at the end of it, Dr. Pinderschloss and Tully get thrown out the window.
Perfectly.
Into open graves. And Pugsley says, are they dead? And Wednesday says, does it matter?
Just start burying them.
They already have headstones.
Wednesday was working on that.
Yeah.
Since the moment she met him.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah. And then we go to Halloween.
They go play Wake the Dead.
Well, yeah, not not after, the former Mrs. Alford shows up with Cousin
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
and she says, everyone keeps asking, where did he get his costume? Talking about the hat, because he's just like a cowboy, but people are asking about the, head to toe hair. And again, she's still disturbed by Wednesday, because she says, honey, where's your costume? And Wednesday says, I'm a homicidal maniac. They look just like everyone else.
But she doesn't look just like everyone else.
I guess that's true. Yep, so they go play Wake the Dead, which is just dig up your dead family members and
That's so fun.
pile up their bodies.
It's wonderful.
And it seems that you win by having the most pieces.
I guess. Yeah, what was that? Like, you get... What... Fester was
He said, I'll give you a head start, 3 skulls and a pelvis. And they're like, yay!
So I'm assuming, like, if they've played this game multiple
Everyone's
times...
all mixed up.
Yeah, it's like they're all mixed up in the graves. Different bones. And...
They're not buried all the way down anymore.
No. I don't think Thing could dig very deep. Like, as quick as everybody else.
You might be surprised what he can do with a trowel, okay?
The trowel.
He's down there working away. What if the rest of his body is out there? You don't know. Nobody knows about Thing.
Yeah. So could he, like, be all bones and then just one hand?
He's an Addams.
I'd like to see that. That'd be funny.
Well, this leads us to the last scene, which I love. Gomez is like, oh, we have everything. Fester is back. We have our great family. What more could we want? And Morticia has her project she's been working on, her baby outfit with 3 legs for whatever reason.
The baby doesn't have 3 legs.
Yeah, no, he doesn't end up having 3 legs. But that's the joke everybody makes, is I guess it was a boy.
Yeah.
So there's going to be another Addams, and of course Gomez is excited. And then they have their Gomez and Morticia moment, and we pan out.
Oh.
What a fantastic movie. It's almost like they should have made a second one. Oh wait, they did. And there was gonna be a third. But poor old Raul Julia.
Yeah.
Passed away.
That sucks. That would have been nice to have a trilogy.
Well, the studio wanted another one regardless, but everyone said no. We're not coming
just
back.
Because he died?
He died. Yeah. They said no. They were lucky to make it through the second one.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was the first or the second one, but during filming, his eye popped out, and he just shoved it back in.
Had a trooper.
Like an Addams.
Jeez, man.
These movies, they're so fantastic, and I am sad that there wasn't more. But, you can't help it.
Yeah, you can't help it.
I mean,
it's still good.
Fine.
Yeah.
They didn't overdo it.
Yeah.
They're both fantastic. But I wish that they had been able to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine that there's 2, though. They're both good. Which, I mean, I gotta watch the second one again, but I might like it more than the first one.
Prior to this rewatch, where you actually sat down and really paid attention to the whole thing, you had the tendency to forget the first one and mix it somehow with the second. You couldn't remember the first on its own.
Yeah. But, yeah... I don't know. I like the camp stuff on the second one.
It's just because the poor kids, A, didn't want to go. But B, they're so horribly out of place. Everyone's wearing orange and khaki,
Oh,
and they're all so peppy. It's like an honors
Well, I like the
student camp.
I like
The counselors.
The counselors,
Ugh.
yeah, like trying to make them do
Gary
stuff,
Granger and
like throwing them in the
Harmony Hut.
the Harmony Hut, making them watch like Disney movies and stuff.
Mm-mm.
And I like, Wednesday and I guess Pugsley befriending the other kid. I forgot his name. That's a bit of an outcast.
Oh.
And like they're both collecting like serial killer cards or whatever, and they're comparing and trading and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I liked it. It was
Wednesday's little boyfriend.
Sure, I guess.
What do you say? I guess by the end of it, he definitely is.
Yeah, but like it's not like the show Wednesday where like
Absolutely
it's like
no, because you know why?
Boyfriend.
Because this one did it right. She liked him, but she was so horrified by it.
Yeah.
In this Addams Family Values, she liked him, but she's horrified by it. And in the Netflix show, they forced like 3 or 4 different guys on her, and she was not interested at all, and was frustrated with them for being interested and perceiving anything that she did around them as her being interested.
Yeah, that it got annoying, really.
And
all that.
Jenna Ortega came out and said, we're not doing that in the second season. I think she said, like, I hated it, which honestly, good. At least someone understands. Studios and executives need to back off. They ruin stuff.
Yeah.
I am not sure why that Netflix show had 90,000 directors.
Well, yeah, I don't get how...
Let Tim Burton have it.
Yeah,
Leave
you
it
give
alone.
Tim Burton the, like, first half of the season, and then just a bunch of other random directors for the other half, and it's clearly the first half is good and consistent, and then the second half is a mess, and then second season it's going to be the same thing.
Well,
they're going to give Tim Burton the first or like half of the season. I don't know if it's all the same episodes or the first episodes or not, but
when they first said they were doing it and that Tim Burton was doing it, I was a little annoyed because I was like, wow, that is so just on the nose. It's too easy. It's way too on the nose, and I am frustrated that they won't just let him freaking have it. If he's gonna do it,
just give it to
let him have the whole thing.
If you're plastering, if you're like promoting the show by putting his name on the project,
let him have it. Let him bring his people, because the costume design was abysmal. They looked like they were wearing Spirit Halloween clothes.
Yeah, I
can't get behind, especially her family.
Dude, her family is terribly casted.
Terrible. I mean,
especially Fester. You're not going to put Fred Armisen.
Fred Armisen is not. I mean, it's again. That's a hard place to. Fester can be kind of silly.
Yeah, but Fred Armisen is.
Fred Armisen is too silly.
Yeah.
That's too silly.
I like this Fester. This version of Fester and Christopher Lloyd's version.
I agree. Version. This is the only Fester that I enjoy.
And you focus heavily on him in both movies.
Mm-hmm. Practically about him.
Yeah.
But my final thoughts on this Netflix show, okay? When you've got actresses, that you've got your main actress complaining, all the different directors wanted me to do different things.
Yeah.
As being pulled in different directions. Why is a director who's doing one episode getting to decide anything about how the character goes?
Yeah.
So she's complaining all the different directors wanted her to do different things, and it made it extremely hard. And she didn't even agree with the plot, which, sure, you're the actress, so you don't have to agree with the plot, but, like, it doesn't make sense for a character. How are you putting people on a project who don't understand the character?
Yeah. That's how things go nowadays.
And I'm sure it had 40,000 writers, because why does some of the things that happen? Why are all these boys, like, Wednesday, you asked me for a favor. I thought that meant you were, like, exclusively in love with me. And she's not asking for any of this attention.
No.
She's literally like, I am here to solve a murder. I don't want to be here. I'm going to try and be useful while I'm here and investigate. And all these boys are like, but Wednesday, I thought that you said you loved me. And she's just like, no, I never said that. Can we please just continue with the business? Yeah. Like, the only one that doesn't want to, like, be in a relationship with her is that poor little Eugene.
Yeah, I like Eugene.
Uncle Fester was a mess. Morticia.
Well, I also don't like that these boys. I don't feel like Wednesday would even, like, be in a relationship with any of those boys. Like, no. Eugene actually falls more in line with what I like. She would not go for, like, the like average boy.
I threw a fit when it happened. And I haven't watched it very many times because obviously this show hurts me. But they threw a boy in there with an inhaler that was, like, clearly a play off of the kid from camp.
Yeah.
And then did nothing with it. And they were like, all these other guys are interested.
No.
Wednesday doesn't need a love interest. The show would have been a million times better without a love interest.
Yeah, there's no need, really.
Wednesday strikes me as a girl that runs around with all boys anyway. What does she have in common with any of these girls? Nothing. And the finale was terrible.
Yeah, I hate the finale.
The plot about what's his face, town founder.
Crackstone.
Yeah. Joseph Crackstone, whatever, that stuff is garbage.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Rethink whatever is going on there. Rewrite it. Do it differently. You can do something similar, but don't do that. Don't do this, he is summoned back. Focus on the murder. That's what it was originally pitched as.
Yeah. Base it more, like, in...
investigative.
Ground it a little bit more.
Wednesday is, getting... It's like just a mystery.
Yeah.
A murder mystery, and she's in boarding school, and she hates it. There's boys falling all over her, and just... I don't know. I have hopes maybe for the second season to be slightly better, but until they remedy the Spirit Halloween costume wardrobe situation and the 40,000 directors, I'm not sure how much better it's going to be. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Wednesday Addams deserves better.
Well, at least they got a good actress to play her.
Yeah.
I mean, there's good things about it. It's just,
It was badly handled by people in charge.
Yeah.
The Addams Family used to be a product, we'll call it that was very tightly managed.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to do anything with it. And now we're down into the third generation, and we're making whatever these Illumination, terrible animated movies. That's what we have Hotel Transylvania for. We don't need to do this with the Addams Family.
Yeah.
And this Netflix show isn't as bad, but, like, it's still grossly mishandled. The family of the creator used to be really tight on what was allowed to happen. And that's the way it should have stayed. Those are my parting thoughts on all of this.
All right.
You need to be responsible with this family. This isn't the Munsters. This isn't Hotel Transylvania. This is the frickin' Addams Family, man.
I mean, we're talking about this is the latest iteration of the Addams Family is Wednesday. But, yeah, I mean, already, like, I wish things could be redone. Like, the other family members and stuff like that. Like, which it's kind of, like, too late now. Because you already put them in. Mm-hmm. You already did stuff with them. So, I don't know. Like, if they focus more just on Wednesday, then maybe it'd be fine, for me at least. Like, I honestly, like, Gomez, like, it's okay.
It's Morticia and Fester that are the terrible
Morticia
ones.
is not good. Pugsley's kind of like whatever, who cares? And Fester.
That's the thing about Pugsley.
And Thing is great.
Thing, I was on the fence about Thing at
Thing is
first,
great.
but he is good.
I just don't know who the actor is for that, but they're really good.
Thing? Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
don't know. This family, they deserve respect, and it's a terrible thing because the creator was very tight with it, and now it's just a mess. Look what happens when you open it up for money.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's all on our Addams Family review of mainly the 1991 film, The Addams Family, but also some additional thoughts on other Addams Family properties.
Well, this has been our first Halloween special episode. So, yeah, if you liked it, then we subscribe to our YouTube one, or I guess you just follow on Spotify. And you can leave a comment.
I would love to hear thoughts on any of the episodes. Just leave us any information that you have, any opinions, whatever. We love this kind of stuff. Any other opinions other than ours, we are down to converse.
Yes, we'll definitely talk about them if you leave comments. But yeah, that's about it. We'll
see you all next time.